Well, howdy, hi there, and welcome back to Metroid Prime Remastered, 100% hard mode and Knuckles. Last time made our way here to the Phazon Mines. We wrapped things up at a safe station there. Every episode up until this point has had that little intro loading screen play for the area. And there is one for this region, but before I do that, I want to make sure that I copy the save file over before saving, because that requires me to save and quit and reload the game there. So I will do that at a later date because we will be coming here a second time. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and move forward into the Phazon Mines. Unfortunately, in this room we have a couple of these guys. And, like I said, they don't freeze for very long. So, you want to kind of make it quick and get over here and scan. Auto turrets disabled. Yeah, look how big those things are. They're huge. They are huge. They got an arm cannon on them. But yeah. In here we will have some shadow pirates, which take a charge shot to freeze them. Surprisingly, tap shot doesn't freeze them. But I guess that's because they're a little bit hardier. So freeze shot will, or a full charge shot will freeze them. And then we can missile them. I don't know what that is there. Oh, it's a light. I'll be darned. That's kind of cool. The way they actually like put the detail around the light there for it to glow from the heat. I like that. You can break these metal like bars for some reason. Don't know why, but you can. But this is like the Space Pirate research complex, like that whole area, but like really hard, or not really hard, but harder. So, and if you can't tell, the music is kind of stealthy as well, like you're infiltrating a thing. I'm getting a phone call, but I cannot answer it right now. But I really like the theme for this place. Now this is why things get hard. This area here has a new type of space pirate. So this specific one is purple. It's called the Wave Troopers. Space pirates armed with wave beam technology. Space pirates have reverse engineered several of your weapons, including the wave beam. A flaw in the design makes these pirates vulnerable to their own beam weapon system. These weapons are inferior to your Chozo design originals, but still quite potent. So, there's one for each beam in the game. And they are weak only to their beam, and that can be really inconvenient depending on the beam. But basically, it's not really any different than how I handled things back in the research labs. It's still charge shots, keep them stunned, but there's a bunch of them all at once, especially in this room. They just go nuts. I mean, especially in hard mode. Look at all the damage I'm taking. I could try and duck and cover a little bit more, but I don't want to just miss all my shots as well, so. If it's just one at a time, it's okay, but you get a whole room full of them right on you, and it can be a little bit life-draining, especially if you come here without a lot of health. If you're low on health, you kind of screwing yourself over in this area. But yeah, so that's a new thing we'll have to deal with, is specific pirates. Wave pirates, or, you know, beam pirates, I guess. Where? Is this the room I'm thinking it is? Why does this look so confusing to me? Oh, God. Okay, yeah, because this is here. I don't know why that was throwing me off. It just was not, like, clicking. I did not recognize this. I think I had some temporal dementia there for a second. Jeez. Anyways, we got some shadow pirates in here. Easy to clear out. And in this room, we have some normal pirates, thankfully, so nothing too difficult. At least for now. Right here, if we scan this guy, unit ident code EPG8642. Batch 23, field designation, Elite Pirate Alpha. Stasis tank hull reinforced with benzesium alloy plates. So, we can't mess with benzesium yet. Recommended battle systems for elite pirates are as follows: shoulder-mounted plasma artillery cannon, repulsion shield, wave quake projector, energy siphon system, and retractable wrist bayonets. That's what this guy's supposed to have. It's fun. A new pirate data entry has been downloaded to your logbook. Space pirate encrypted data decoded. Log 110019. Initial Project Helix experiments with Space Pirate. Embryos were disastrous. The Phazon infusion process degenerated brain tissue even as it augmented muscle mass. None of what we have termed elite pirates lived to maturity. The few that survived their infanthood suffered severe psychotic breakdowns as juveniles, killing anything within their zone of perception. Research team Scalera made a recent breakthrough in which parasites studied with the Phazon strain codenamed Vertigo were highly successful. Since then, we have successfully fused Vertigo Phazon with Space Pirate DNA with great success. The latest batch of elite pirates have reached maturity successfully and are ready for field testing and training. So they are like breeding some bioweapons with this stuff. Platform system active. Yeah, kind of crazy that they're just taking their soldiers and mutating them and making super soldiers out of them. But at the same time, I guess we shouldn't be surprised by that. Now, unfortunately, up here, we have more wave troopers, so they get a whole shield too. But at least they separate a little bit. And remember, charge shots will stun them. But yeah, at least we have some room to cover, I guess. But now we've switched to another one. The other one kind of hid. This one came running up. I think one more charge shot should get this other guy. No, okay, there we go. Security alert, all stations. Bioform Samus Aran has made planetfall on Talon 4. The Hunter is among us. All units are hereby ordered to attack Aran on site. Terminal force is authorized. Report all sightings of Aran to Security Command at once. So, code red, Samus is here. Platform systems active. Yeah, they're freaking out because Samus is here. So that's where we're at. Like, they figured out, oh shoot, Samus is here. Samus is among us. Oh no, we're dead. The Hunter is chasing us. But we got to continue going up vertically in this room. Look at this. There's a new one here. There's a yellow one. That's not the scan I wanted. Attention all units, report to your battle stations. Failure to comply with this order is an act of treason. Treason is punishable by termination. So, if we could scan this guy, he's dancing around everything. This is a power trooper, space pirate armed with power beam technology. And then the log is exactly the same as the other guy. So, he's only weak to missiles, power beam and super missiles. But if you notice, one super missile does not kill him. So it takes a super missile plus 2 charge shots to get rid of him. And here we have an industrial grade pulse beam mining configuration. We want to break that rock over there, but we also want to break that one because it's got something in it for us. Industrial pulse beam online, auto firing mode engaged. So I gotta stop and line it up first. And then give it a scan. And then go and line it up with the other spot that we wanted. That should be good. Yeah, let's give it a good old scan. There we go. Pretty good. Alright, so we got the missile back there at the spider track at the beginning of the area. We got the missile in this room here. And there's one more that we're going to be getting as well soon here. Right here we have some electrical platforms. And you're supposed to really go and do this. And kind of avoid it. But you see, I'm a man that likes to risk big things. I said I should conserve health. But, you know me. I ain't smart. I think it just took 2 bars of health doing that too. If I remember correctly, we have power troopers in here. Yep. So, kind of got to dodge him and fill him full of shots. Same with the other one. There we go. Threats dealt with. Alright, let's have a look-see at this thing. We're going to be spinning it and adjusting it to do certain things. And I think we need to adjust it first to go up to that blue tier there. So we're going to go right there. Make our way up this spider ball track. That was a weird getting out of morph ball animation. And spin the middle piece, because there are 3 pieces here that you can spin. And we're going to want to line up the red one. And then go down here. And I think... yeah, the red is not lined up, so we've got to line it up. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. Now red should be lined up right on the other side here. I think there isn't a wave trooper? Oh, yeah, there he is. I don't know why my controller is disconnecting. It's literally right here. The switch is like right, like 8 feet away from me, maybe less than 10 feet. And yet my Joy-Con's disconnecting because it can't pass through the TV. Silly, but whatever. So that third tier there, we cannot destroy that because it is made from Bendesium. This hologram represents the real room. Yeah, that's right. I just forgot what English was for a second there. Don't mind me. Yeah, look how this is like disconnecting. Like that's what it's supposed to do, smooth and follow my movements. But it's like glitching around sometimes and disconnecting because it's stupid. But not much I can do about it. In here we have a whole bunch of these guys, which we may as well just like do this instead of trying to get down there gracefully. May as well get some health and stuff from him anyways. And this is kind of interesting. If we scan this, access to Phazon Mines level 2 granted. Please step into the hologram. If we look out here, we can see the impact crater from where the meteor with Phazon hit the planet. There's like floating rocks and a little floating island there as well. It's crazy. I think my favorite part about this is as you go into the Phazon Mines, you just go deeper and deeper. And it's just, I don't know why, that's so cool to me. Like, how far we're going into their stuff. Have we scanned those yet? I think we have. Yeah, we have. I will take the missiles. Thank you very much. That is a lot of missiles. Right here, do not walk any further because you want to shoot this. Kills a couple of space pirate troopers, and we get an energy tank right here. Or, not an energy tank. Missile expansion. My bad. So, yeah. Quite lovely. Now, there's something there. A new creature's entry has been added to your logbook. Elite Pirate. Phazon Enhanced Space Pirate. Incredibly strong. Armored and well armed. Elite Pirates are potent foes. Their energy siphon system absorbs beam weapon shots. The nature of this system makes them vulnerable to concussive-based weapons. While armed, the Elite Pirate is effective in close combat and at a distance. Their massive size can be a weakness, and their sluggish speed allows for evasion. And quick attacks. We gotta fight him. So, He will use his hand to try and suck up your attacks. Just kind of wait for him to not be doing that before you do anything. A good time to hit him is when he's about to do a fistful power slam thing. You can also attack his turret that is on his shoulder, but no real point. Just kind of wait. That's 4 super missiles and he's not dead, by the way. Just, you know, that's a lot of missiles. There we go. So that big boy's dead. And now we got our Space Pirates theme. So it takes 4 super missiles and 2 charge shots to put them down. They're pretty tough. A shipment of military-grade plasma artillery cannons is en route to Talon 4. The Aeginoid Star Marines, we acquired them I'm not speaking English. The Aeginoid Star Marines we acquired them from, we're letting them sit in a warehouse. Our elite pirates, on the other hand, will put very good use to them very soon. And here's some pirate data. Log 111569. Investigations into a possible ingress point for the impact crater continue to meet with failure. The shield of strange energy that protects it is impermeable, and all attempts to tunnel past it have proven fruitless. Our continued futility in the matter is made all the more significant in light of the recent lifeforms readings we've discovered emanating from deep within the crater. Analysis of the readings indicate that a massive creature is gestating there, absorbing enormous amounts of Phazon from the Phazon core at the heart of the impact crater. This discovery makes accessing the crater doubly important. Not only will it open the door to the vast deposits of Phazon within, but it will also lead us to this creature, whatever it may be. And some more pirate lore. Log 100237. Security Command issued an all-points alert after the fall of Zebus. The alert concerns bioform Samus Aran, also known as the Hunter. Subject is heavily armed and extremely dangerous. Subject used a powered armor suit of unknown design in battle, along with a number of potent beam and concussive weapons. All combat units are instructed to terminate Aran on sight, preferably in a fashion that will allow salvage of her powered armor suit and weapons. A considerable bounty will go to the one who delivers Aran to command. Dead or alive, it matters not. So, they're like, yo, if you see this Samus, put her down. But, of course, you know, nobody can put Samus down. Consumption of elite nutrient mixed by non-elite units is strictly prohibited. Failure to comply will result in a 50% ration reduction for a decacycle. Security level Tau will be in effect until further notice. All leaves cancelled pending downgrade of alert status. Bioform Samus Aran continues to assault our holdings on Talon 4. Security has been compromised in multiple areas. Casualty rates are rising. Command has authorized a sizable bounty for the capture or termination of Aran. Report to your field officers for details. A new pirate data entry has been downloaded to your logbook. Space Pirates encrypted data is decoded. Log 112228. Science team is attempting to reverse engineer Samus Aran's arsenal based off of data acquired from her assaults on our forces. Progress is slow, but steady. Command would dearly enjoy turning Aran's weapons against her. We believe we can implement beam weapon prototypes in 3 cycles. Aran's power suit technology remains a mystery, especially the curious morph ball function. All attempts at duplicating it have ended in disaster. 4 test subjects were horribly broken and twisted when they engaged our morph ball prototypes. Science team wisely decided to move on afterwards. Think of that for a minute. Just picture that in your head. They were trying to do this, figure out how to do this, and they just crushed their people. They used them as test figures and they crushed them into a ball, literally, thinking they could do that. It's pretty gruesome. It's a pretty gruesome image to think about. Phazon Nutrient Vat, Elite Pirate Ration Processing in progress. Sorry I am struggling to read these, but yeah, man, my eyes ain't working. Phazon Nutrient Vat, same thing. I think that's all the scans on this here level. I don't think there's any more. There's a white door back there, but we don't want to go through it yet. We'll come back to that later. Look at this. We got Ice Pirates. Ice Trooper, a space pirate armed with ice beam technology, and then the same exact thing as all the others. So, in the GameCube version, you could actually freeze them with the ice beam and then missile them. But, unfortunately, you have to only hurt them with the charge beam here. But yeah, you used to be able to do the missile trick on them freeze them and hit them with a missile, break them in version 1.0. But at least freezing them actually freezes them, so it's like they're not too difficult. I think there's a wave trooper up here as well. Nope. There's an ice trooper. So weird. It's just like, what's the point if he's just gonna die to the same thing? But it does take a lot of shots to kill him, so it's kind of a hindrance, I get it. Evaluation of plasma artillery cannons is complete. The weapons are fully functional, but flaw has been discovered. Subpar thermal shielding gives them a high heat signature. This could make them easier to target for enemies with enhanced vision capabilities. Security alert. Computer systems compromised. Bioform Samus Aran has cracked our systems. The hunter can access our system at will and is able to bypass most of our security programs. Use manual locking systems when possible. Facility commands request for elite pirate transfer to security forces granted. Prepare units EPG-8644 and EPG-8656 for field duty at once. Didn't mean to do that. Talon Metroid aggression levels are rising. Be alert for any attempts by Talon Metroids to escape from quarantine areas. Their energy absorption ability is not able to disrupt our force fields, but continued exposure to Phazon may change things for the worse. Reports on hunter activity are in. Analysis indicated that the hunter is using morph ball technology to infiltrate our facilities. Recalibrate sensors to search for morph ball energy signatures. Just crazy how they're so like, oh shit, Samus is here. Everything we're doing is messed up. Pirate data logbook decoded. Log 114404. Results are in from field studies on a bioform group Chozo, who we believe are extinct. We believe that Talon 4 was once a stronghold in Great Chozo Empire, brought low by the meteor strike. Planetary devastation brought an end to the Chozo, yet remnants of their society remain. We are studying these relics in an attempt to harness their power. What is of no use to us, we destroy. In time, we shall have all we need from this dead race, and shall wipe this planet clean of their ugly ruins. The dead should serve the living, not hinder them. Pretty brutal. Here's some more. Log 114528. Although we are still no closer to finding the artifacts of the Chozo, we have at least produced a viable hypothesis for their function. It appears that each of the artifacts corresponds to one of the statues on the temple platform, and that each one acts as a small key to a huge lock. Judging by the number of statues, we assume there must be 12 artifacts. Once we find the resting spots of all 12, we can bring them here, unite them with their statues, and open the gate system at long last. Once we do, the impact crater and whatever creature it shelters will be ours for the taking. Phazon-infused fungal harvesting continues. Replacements of Replacement of decatritical with Phazon-infused fungal matter and elite ration mix has been authorized. Security requests deployment of elite pirates in Metroid quarantine areas. The high casualties suffered by standard pirate units deployed in Metroid areas is not acceptable. Reconfiguration of security drones authorized. Deploy new drones to mission critical areas immediately. Force field offline. And pirate data. Log 114025. We have come to another dead end. It is clear now that we will never discover the locations of the Chozo artifacts until we can decipher the messages carved into these statues in this abominable temple. Our language databases are woefully inadequate, and our linguistics analysts can come up with little more than vague theories. The best hypothesis that we can offer is that finding artifacts will require items spiritually linked to the Chozo civilization. However, without these items we are lost, and Command grows more impatient by the day. Results must be produced soon. So, they tried to find the artifacts, but they couldn't, because they're not me. They can't read it with my special little scanner. Oh boy. Alright, let's get some missiles back here. And continue reading! Replacement of standard hatch covers continues. Steel covers will be replaced with cordite and bedesium covers into decacycles. Planetary stealth technology is back online. We've evaded detection by the battlecruiser Emmons. The brief lapse in planetary security caused by the crash of our frigate is over. Now we can concentrate on our efforts on the Hunter. More logbook stuff. Log 113771. Analysis continues on these cursed ruins in the Chozo temple that hovers near them. We are now completely certain that the containment field denying us access to the impact crater is linked to strange artifacts that belong in the temple, but we are no closer to finding them or deciphering the riddles that seem to cover every wall of this ruined place. Command grows command grows increasingly anxious for a resolution to this matter, so we must redouble our efforts. X-ray squadrons will begin terrain sweeps within days until they begin. Patrols are instructed to report any and all architectural anomalies to their commanders. Oh boy. Increased Phazon portion of Elite Pirate Ration by 18%. Report any signs of ration rejection by elites at once. A new pirate data! Log 11-6642. There have been numerous incidents involving spectral entities at Chozo ruin sites. Several personnel have been assaulted by these Chozo ghosts. Few have survived. Survivors speak of swift attacks from nowhere, brief sightings of the enemy, then nothing, only to be followed by another attack. Science team believes these attacks are in response to our efforts to recover Chozo relics and artifacts. Somehow, these entities are able to interact with the physical world, and it appears they wish to keep their artifacts to themselves. We will make them pay for such arrogance, for even ghosts can be destroyed. We will make them pay. We're gonna make a ghost reap the consequences of its actions. How are you gonna get revenge on a ghost? Tell me, how are you gonna get revenge on a ghost, huh? How do you think you're gonna be able to do that? Excuse me, I'm taking a sip of water here.